Hello everybody, welcome to the first episode of Blame It on the Writers. Today we are reviewing the movie Avengers: Age of Ultron. The storyline is a bunch of superheroes who gets disoriented and has to learn how to work together and save the city from a bunch of CGI. Unlike the first movie, which is a bunch of superheroes who get disoriented and have to save the city from a bunch of CGI. The only difference is now they're all competing for the spotlight against Tony Stark. But with that being said, what did you think of the Avengers?
Overall, I enjoyed the movie.
I thought it was okay.
It was not bad. Yeah, no, I wouldn't go buy it, but
Like action-wise, there was a lot of action, but story-wise, it was lacking. It felt like a really well done Michael Bay movie.
I feel like at this point it's like the superhero franchise, just the Marvel franchise actually, or maybe just superheroes in general. For movies, it's such like a moneymaker.
it's good business. I mean, if you figure out a pattern that makes you billions of dollars, you stick with it.
You know what I thought about Ultron is that his intentions were never clear.
You're right.
We know he wanted to blow up the world and destroy everything. But like, we never really found out how until like the end of the movie, and it was just a terrible way of destroying the world. It's like a 5-year-old came up with it, or it's like he played Final Fantasy VII and like saw Sephiroth and was like, oh, that's a good idea.
What did you think about the love story between the Hulk and Black Widow?
That was out of place.
It was okay, but I feel like they just shouldn't have done it with those two.
I mean, I never read the comic books themselves, but I don't remember in any like films or cartoons or anything coming across where that was an actual relationship.
No.
either.
I mean, like, you read a lot of stuff online, and I'm sure like a lot of the fanboys kind of complain about it too.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, yeah, it doesn't happen in the comics, like Hulk doesn't fall in love with Black Widow and vice versa.
We'll just throw this in here. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
See what happens.
It's kind of useless that it would be the Hulk and Black Widow.
Exactly. I
there's-
already saw Twilight. I didn't need to see it again. I felt that a better relationship would have been with Captain America. My theory for it is that Captain America's main story was about love. If they started to get together, then it would almost be metaphorical in a sense that he's kind of like he's leaving the past behind and he's entering into the new age, which is like a lot of Captain America's conflicts is that, he's old fashioned. He's from a different time era that, isn't exactly easy to transition in.
Yeah, psycho-emotionally, he's still there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he doesn't really want to leave it.
Like, I kind of get that they were trying to like humanize the characters of like Hulk and Black Widow because they don't have like their own like movies. Whereas like Captain America, you can go into that love story within his own like separate movie. But I felt it was like really distracting to the Ultron movie.
The one thing that I felt was the biggest issue for me was that the whole movie seemed backwards. And I'll explain what I mean. If you watch the opening sequence of it, everybody's working in unison and like they seem to get along with each other, and it just doesn't seem like they have any problems like adapting to their situations. They've gotten so comfortable with each other that they're making jokes while they're doing missions.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, what's her name? Scarlet Witch? Black Witch? Scarlet Witch. She does that thing where she implants fear into their heads, and suddenly they can't work together.
It's like they break apart because of that. It's just the visions that they see, and
Yeah.
it's like,
Why didn't anybody question, why am I hallucinating in the middle of nowhere,
It works like most communication in human existence. Say it really quick and people accept it. Oh, we can bring it down just by throwing this in. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you
like
think?
Tony Stark, he was like, "Oh crap, I'm like on a floating asteroid and everybody's dead." Aren't we just like on Earth?
Yeah.
Nobody like questions anything,
Especially
when they go through like somebody like Loki who has that mind control device. So they're pretty like aware that there are other characters that can control your mind.
Yeah,
change your perception.
I feel sorry for the people that have not been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because they'll be really confused by the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
So-
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, if you...
So-
Yeah, this is...
I feel like that's unnecessary. When people tell you that you have to watch like a specific show to just get into like a movie.
Yeah.
Because like Joss Whedon knows this. Like he used to do like Firefly, and he made the movie Serenity because they canceled Firefly and he wanted to end that that series. But like I saw Serenity without watching Firefly, and it made perfect sense to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was weird with Ultron because I felt very confused by like a lot of the characters.
Yeah.
I was like, did they establish this relationship between the Hulk and the Black Widow in one of the shows? And why are they at Sokovia? And who's this Van Strucker guy? I was told that he was in Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like I shouldn't have to be reminded of these these things.
Yeah. Oh, what did you think about the product placement in the film?
Business at its best. Yeah, that's the way it is. That's the way all films are going now.
Oh, there was a lot of Dell computers. That's right.
Yeah. See.
Tony Stark was using the Dell computers.
Mm-hmm.
What else was in there?
Especially for Quicksilver, he didn't have a suit. It was all Under Armour.
That's true, and he had his
and
shoes,
then Adidas.
Right? Yeah, of course.
Gotta get my Adidas off the shelf.
Black Widow was using Skype at the ending. And I was like, what are you, 16? Come on. You see Hawkeye with his pants down, shaving with a Gillette Mach 10 or whatever. And then you see Tony Stark wearing a Bruce Lee shirt.
I read how much they made at the box office, which is in the billions now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they didn't need the product placement. They just wanted it.
I was surprised that like Thor didn't like sponsor L'Oreal or something. Like he just whips his hair and flies off in the sky.
That's probably for the next Thor.
Oh, okay,
movie.
they're saving it for that.
They're
Yeah.
saving it, yes.
Yeah, because
he's gonna go
he's
to a
worth
salon
it.
and do the whole day treatment.
He's gonna get like a manicure.
Yeah.
What did you think about when Quicksilver died?
Oh, we're giving away spoilers for this.
It didn't
He's
need to
fast-
happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I was not happy with that
No.
part.
There was no weight to it. It was just like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah, but I still don't approve. They have to figure out a way to bring him back to life or something.
But he's probably gonna come back because Coulson is back and comic book superheroes always come back.
Yeah, the biggest problem I had was how he decided to die.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it seemed like something that was completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
There's Hawkeye and the kid who's about to get shot by the helicopters. Helicopters shooting at him like this.
Mm-hmm.
He visually sees them about to shoot. And what does he do? He moves a car in front of them
and just stays there. He could have gone behind the car.
Or better yet, he could have just picked them up and kept going. I mean, that's what he was doing throughout the entire movie. First of all, how does he even gain the strength to move the car? And if he's moving at such a fast velocity... you hit something with that much like speed, it'll just go flying in one direction.
Mm-hmm. You would have to like pull it back.
Yeah, so how was he able to just maybe it was his Adidas that he was wearing. That was even
Brought to you by Adidas.
Overall, would you see it again?
I would not see it again in theaters.
Yeah.
I would probably borrow somebody else's DVD and not give it back to them.
You done goofed, Marvel.
I know.
You done goofed.
I guess we have to blame it on the writers. And that's our review. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.